my loves. Right, I had a few bits sent to me by Beauty Big Bang. Now, one of them was this armrest, which I actually got because I thought it'd be nice and soft for my mother-in-law. The cover is removable, there's a zip there, and it's super, super cute and nice and really, really spongy. It almost feels like memory foam, but I don't think it is. I also got this. I saw this really good nail artist using these to actually cut out smile lines and shapes and do intricate stuff with it. So I've got this to give it a bash. I thought it'd be quite good. I need to get the hang of it before I can show you. But it was super, super inexpensive. I got these sets of, they're triangle shaped, almost like 3D glitters. You've probably seen them used a lot. As usual, I'm late to the game. This is the colour I'm going to use today, but I also got this holographic one. It comes in a set. This beautiful green one, which reminds me of like dragons. This stunning kind of pinky purple gold. It's like it shifts colours, and this one. Oh my god, so pretty. So I got those. I also got this silicone tool because I want to try different products this year, like the 4D polygel type stuff. You know what I mean. So I got this in advance thinking, well, this will be perfect for manipulating them to make flowers and shapes. And I also got this super cute, look at that little heart charm, super cute stamping case holder. And it does both sides. So it's got the smaller sizes there. And then at the back, you can hold your fuller plates. And I got all this lot was for all of it, under $25. For all of it. It's insane. So I will put the link and everything down below, and I think they've got a discount code for you. So as soon as I've got all that, it will be, well, I won't upload the video until all the information is there for you anyway, because it's pointless. But I'm going to do a design on Felicia, my flexi finger. I don't sing like that. I actually, don't sing like that. Okay, the first colour I'm going in with, it is a glitter bells, and I can't remember what it is. I don't actually like working with it, but it was the only colour I had in that shade. But it's really, I find it a little bit patchy and a bit sticky, but it's all right. I wanted this particular natural kind of effect, so I went with that instead of a standard nude, because it complemented the other colour I was using. So I'm using my Diamond Nail Supplies monomer, and my core system is Diamond Nail Supplies as always. But I just spent a bit of time trying to even this colour out a little bit. Now, I know a while ago I asked you guys for questions for the Q&A video. I haven't forgotten. I will record it. I just get distracted. So I'm placing a bigger bead down because I thought, okay, I'll get a slightly bigger bead and I'll try and even out the colour a little bit. It's sort of quite, you can see it kind of clinging. It was sticking to the brush a little bit. So I did have a bit of a struggle with it, but it was okay in the end. Now my second tip, the one I'm going on to next, had a real bend in it, and instead of doing the intelligent thing and changing the tip, I just decided to build it up instead and sort it out with the acrylic. So I'm using Radiance from Diamond Nail Supplies. This is a beautiful, soft, pinkish nude. It's like it's crossed between a milky pink and a milky whitey pink with tiny weeny little blue, light blue flecks, but I keep saying to everyone, you can't see them, but you can see them. That it's just so different, and it makes a really beautiful powder. Just so pretty. I've sped this one up because you know the drill. I'm gonna fill this one a little bit more because there is a kink in the tip, but it's fine. Easy to work with. Glides down. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more at the cuticle, just blend it all in. I swipe it round to the side and then I blend it. And then same colour on this finger, Radiance. I do like the fact that there's no shadowing, so if I do overlap and, you know, use more than one bead, I don't have to worry about inconsistency. It's very consistent and very predictable, which is nice. So in colour-wise, this is quite a simple set. I think the key here is in the little details, which you can't beat. I mean, I've been looking around on Instagram and I'm falling in love with very simple sets that are just done so beautifully. So don't feel under pressure all the time to create outrageous designs, because sometimes people want beautiful and simple. So I'm just building this up the same way. This one was obviously easier because the tip wasn't bent. I have hundreds of tips. I could have replaced the other one, and I was like, no, I will fix it. Crazy lady. Right, onto the pinky. This is going to be that same colour from Glitter Bells. So I'm just going to do the whole nail with that and try and even out. I tried to work a little bit wetter to even it out a little bit, try and see if it was a bit easier, but I still found like it was a bit patchy, but it'll all be okay in the end. Right, okay, I'm going in with these glitters. I forgot to press record for the first couple, but I'm going in with these new glitters from Beauty Big Bang, and I'm basically doing point to point, base to base. So as you can see, I'm lining the point up with the other point. It is a pain in the bottom to line them up if you're doing something like this, but it's so effective and they do really look nice. Just work in tiny areas at once and just put a tiny little bit, oh my god, my dog's knocking on the door to come in, a tiny little bit of wet acrylic down, and then work one piece at a time. Sorry, my hand got in the way then. So they can be a bit fiddly, but well worth it because they're so different. They're just lush. I love them so much. I can't remember how much the set of 6 was. I think it was only a few pounds. It wasn't expensive. I mean, the whole lot came to under $25, so it's not expensive. Just allow a couple of weeks for delivery. Now, I think a couple of them went on the wonk, but I didn't realise until after I was gutted. They weren't severely wonky, but... There we are. I like them. Just put a little bit there to seal that in. And then let it set. Don't play with it. Right, so I'm going to cap. So you can see it's a bit patchy, but I think once it's capped, it's not so bad. I'm going to wet the nail quickly with a little bit of monomer and then go in with Diamond Nail Supply's Clarity. Clarity. As you can see, add a little bit of hair there. That bead does not move. It's not dry. It's just medium. It's, you know, it's not any particular way. It just behaves itself and doesn't run off and move everywhere. It's very easy to work with. Again, wetting the bottom of that nail so that the clear adheres nicely. Keep pressing it at the sides, blending down, and then I'll add a bead at the tip there. Gently blend that back up and then work it down the nail, and it stays put, and it's super easy. So I'm just teasing it down to the tip of the nail very gently. Keep stroking that nice and smooth. Turn to the side, check your areas. You're bound to have some little dips unless you've had a really big bead, which I didn't. So I'm going to go back in and add some more product. Keeping the monomer in my brush as well, so the bead's not running, but I'm giving it the ability to move and not start to set too quickly because I've still got monomer in my brush. And a bit of glitter stuck to the side, evidently. I can see it. Can you see it? Urgh, it's annoying me. I didn't notice at the time. I'm going to stroke that bead, smooth it out. Faff about for a bit by the look of it. And then pick up the bead for the end there. Again, place it down. Doesn't go anywhere, but it's still a wet bead, it's not dry. And just repeat, work it down the side. Gently brushing the bead down. I was watching Miss Lucy, the Glitter Fairy, talking about the flexi hand actually, and she made a very good point, and I think this is where I have become slower in my application, and that is because I don't really have clients because I don't have the salon yet, and I've been off for like 2 years, 2.5 years, having hip replacement surgeries and then trying to recover. So I'm used to working on the flexi hand, which doesn't have any body heat, so therefore everything dries slower. So then I've got used to having the extra time, so I work slower. And I think that is why, like when I do my mum's nails or my mother-in-law's nails, I work slower and I find myself getting frustrated. So I'm going to keep an eye on my speed and make sure I'm not getting into that kind of lazy, slow habit, because clearly that's not going to do me any favours once I am back full time. Otherwise I'll be able to fit like one client in a day and they'll be there thinking, oh my god, why did I come to this lady? If you have a practice hand at home, I'd love to know which one you have and what you like or dislike about it, because I'm always looking. I have looked at other practice hands recently and and ahed about it, because I get on fine with this one, but I would like one that's more realistic looking. But then I do not want to be soaking off and filing off and all that malarkey. So I was looking at the Glamour Liz hand, which has got a high price point, but I understand a hell of a lot of work goes into it. But I'd love to know if any of you have the Glamour Liz hand maybe, or something very similar. Again, I'm not worried about how many beads I use to achieve what I need to achieve. I'm not pinching, so it doesn't matter. Look at these! These are from Angel Crystals. Oh my life, they are stunning. In fact, that square one ended up on my nail halfway through doing this because I just couldn't resist it. I will link them all down below, and I do have a discount code for Angel Crystals. I have a discount code for Navy Pro Tools. Did you see my new tool on Instagram? I got the crystal removing tool, Betty. Oh my word. Don't ever use blunt cuticle nippers to remove crystals. I used to slip all over the place. It's just not worth it. Get something really good quality. Now I've got this, I'm like, where have it been all my life? And I've got Diamond Nail Supplies discount code. Did I tell you? I don't know. But I'll put that in the description box as well. There's loads of colours coming out. Woohoo! I'm excited. So I'm just laying down Diamond Nail Supply's crystal resin, and as you can see, it sticks that crystal down, but I have time to move it, that it doesn't slide everywhere. I have time to nudge it about and get it exactly where I want it. But then once it sticks really good. So what I was going for here was like the moon with the little line going through the middle that I see Selena Ryden draw a lot of things like that freehand. That's not going to happen with me. It's never going to happen, I don't think. So I thought I'd do it with crystals, Swarovski crystals. Don't they look stunning as well? So I'm using Nail Chemie's Velvet Matte top coat. This stuff's insane, actually. It really does feel like velvety. I can't describe it. The nail goes soft like velvet on top, but you can't scratch it. It's really beautiful. And I tried being cheeky to go around that bit, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not going to happen. So I got my little brush to do the detail work. So I got my Nail Chemie 8mm brush, which is awesome. I like it. And I'm just going to tidy up around the crystals, make sure everything's covered. Because obviously there is a bit of adhesive lying around. You have to make sure that's really cured before you go in with the top coat, otherwise you'll ruin the top coat and potentially the brush as well. So I'm going to use my topper's lamp to cure that because it's just easy and quick. And then I'm using Diamond Nail Supply's tack-free top coat on here, which is super shiny, to bring out the contrast between the colour of the nail and that beautiful glitter, which has almost taken on a slightly more golden shimmer now, I feel like. And then there'll be a video at the end of the whole set. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, everything's going to be linked below. If you have any questions, stick them in the description box. I will get back to you. Thanks very much. Tally bye!